The 10 richest people in world history. Money alone does not make a person rich. What you do with that money counts as well, and this video breaks down the top 10 richest people in world history from ancient to modern times. This list includes great tyrants who plundered their people to enrich themselves, as well as those who used their money to benefit society. The list also includes people from many different spheres of life: businessmen, inventors, scientists, artists, and more. Welcome back to our channel. If you haven't already, please do hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so that you get notified every time we upload a new video. Number 10, Henry Ford, 1863 to 1947, $199 billion. Ford Motor Company founder Henry Ford dictated a vision that revolutionized the course of manufacturing in America when he created the Ford T, one of the first gasoline-powered automobiles. He sold over 16 million of them. He credited the Fordism idea to the world, which is based on mass production at cheap cost through an assembly line. When he died, he bequeathed his money to the Ford Foundation so that we might continue to benefit from his legacy. This man's net worth is estimated at $199 billion US. Number 9, Muammar Gaddafi, 1942 to 2011, $200 billion. In 2011, the death of the former Libyan colonel and ruler shocked the world. The Libyans, on the other hand, lived in poverty, and he saw himself as a king displaying his riches to the whole African continent. For the previous 41 years, he enjoyed unrestricted access to Africa's greatest oil reserves, allowing his bank accounts to grow at an incredible rate. Gaddafi's personal wealth was estimated at about $200 billion at the time of his death in various banks across the globe and in oil interests in Libya. The dictator's Airbus A340M plane cost roughly $100 million. Number 8, William the Conqueror, 1027 to 1087, $229.5 billion. William the Conqueror, who reigned as King William I of England from 1066 to 1087, invaded and conquered England throughout his lifetime, amassing vast amounts of territory and wealth from Sussex to Yorkshire along the way. The more nations he conquered, the more riches he accumulated, and that's what he had done throughout his whole lifetime. He left his children a bequest of $229.5 billion when he died. Number 7, Mir Osman Ali Khan, 1886 to 1967, $230 billion. In his office, Mir Osman Ali Khan is said to have kept the diamond as a heavyweight. Nizam of Hyderabad is another name for him. Until India seized the kingdom, he was one of the 7 Nizams that controlled Hyderabad. Jacob Diamond, valued $95 million today, was part of a personal gold collection worth over $100 million, and he had more than $400 million in jewelry. Even though he had an enormous personal fortune and also had public currency called the Hyderabad rupee, he was also featured on the cover of Time magazine in 1937. Indian history's wealthiest individual. He had an estimated net worth of around $230 billion at the time of his death. His Majesty was a kind monarch who put education, research, and building on the national agenda. He mandated that all residents get a minimum of an elementary education. It was also free for the needy, as stipulated in his proclamation. Number 6, Nikolai Alexandrovich Romanov, 1868 to 1918, $300 billion. He is also known as Nicholas II of Russia, the last emperor of Russia, and a ruler of Poland and Finland. From 1894 until 1917, he governed Russia until he and his family were assassinated by Bolshevik rebels. It is estimated that Tsar Nicholas II had a net worth of over $900 million in 1916, which was equal to $300 billion in 2012 when adjusted for inflation. The Russian Orthodox Church has declared him a saint, making him the wealthiest saint in human history with a net worth of $300 billion. Number 5, John D. Rockefeller, 1839 to 1937, $341 billion. John Davison Rockefeller, the legendary oil magnate and millionaire, commanded 90% of the flow of black gold throughout the 20th century. Oil. In 1937, at the age of 97, he passed away. With the founding of the Standard Oil Company, the United States' biggest oil firm was born. During that period, he controlled 90% of the world's oil supply. One big corporation was broken up into 34 smaller ones. John D. Rockefeller was also the first person to raise $1 billion in private capital. If his riches were converted, it'd be worth around $341 billion. After the First World War, he donated a large sum of money to charitable organizations and established the Rockefeller Foundation with a $250 million investment. Number 4, Andrew Carnegie, 1835 to 1919, $372 billion. Before he died in 1919, Andrew Carnegie, a wealthy Scots-American industrialist and philanthropist, amassed his fortune in the 19th century. Andrew Carnegie turned his attention away from the oil sector and onto the steel industry with the Carnegie Steel Company, which he founded alongside Rockefeller. At the time, his net worth was estimated at $372 billion. He established more than 1,600 public libraries in the United States using his money. He thought it was necessary to put money into education, therefore he poured millions of dollars into it in the United States. Andrew spent his last years as a philanthropist, donating 90% of his income to various charities, colleges, and other institutions before he passed away. Number 3, Akbar I, 1542 to 1605, $680 billion. His reign lasted from 1556 until 1605, when he was referred to as Akbar the Great, the third Mughal Emperor of India. Approximately the same size as modern-day India, his empire was responsible for a quarter of global GDP at the time. The Mansabdari system was used by the Mughals. In other words, areas where an officer is given the responsibility of bringing in money from the property. For this money, the emperor may demand troops depending on the territory's size. Because they weren't picked via a family process, Akbar had a tremendous lot of discretion. The emperor was able to collect taxes from 15 of these provinces as a result of the empire's rule, which made him wealthy. Number 2, Augustus Caesar, 63 BC to AD 14, $4.6 trillion. After the death of his father, Julius Caesar, Augustus took control of the Roman Empire, which included Egypt, and ruled it from 27 BC to AD 14. When Rome went from being a republic to an empire, he was one of the most effective commanders in the process. A realm that had 25 to 30% of the world's GDP at the time belonged to him, making him the mastermind behind the Pax Romana. Aside from that, he has an estimated net worth of $4.6 trillion. Number 1, Mansa Musa, 1280 to 1337, incalculable wealth. It is widely accepted that Mansa Musa, who ruled the Malayan Empire from 1280 to 1337, was the wealthiest man in the world at the time. It's true that he had the know-how to take Timbuktu and open up the key trans-Saharan trade routes to Niger. Timbuktu's economy and culture benefited greatly through his region, which lasted from 1280 to 1337. In addition, he controlled the Bambouk gold mines, which produce more than half of the world's current gold supply. That his wealth cannot be quantified in dollars, euros, or any other currency is a foregone conclusion. His journey to Mecca required him to carry about 2 kilograms of gold with 60,000 companions and a large number of camels, each weighing roughly 12 kilograms to disperse the wealth to destitute people and mosques as he went along. One of the 5 pillars of Islam, the Hajj journey to Mecca, is undertaken by Mansa Musa during the 1324 to 1325 Hajj season. However, this excursion was unlike any other. Musa literally laid gold on the road to Mecca, establishing his kingdom as a major player in the Islamic world. So there you have it, the 10 richest people in world history. Did we forget anyone that is supposed to be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Hey, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out more videos on our channel. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.